Ah, here we are. Hello, Totnes.
Hello.
Here we are in Liverpool. I'd like to say it's sunny Liverpool, but it's not. It's rather cold and windy. End of our first full day at conference, and it's been a long day. So time now is, it's 1 o'clock. We've been back about half an hour from conference, and we left here this morning to go to conference at about 8:15. So it's been a very long day, most of which has been spent either sitting in meetings, voting, or walking, I think.
Yeah, it's a lot of walking.
What were the high points of the day for you, Evelyn?
High points of the day, apart from snatching a quick sandwich and a cup of coffee at some point. Let's see. It seems just such a long day. When I think back, it seems like it's at least 2 days ago. I suppose the compositing meeting, really, because that was a unique chance to be, in at the centre of something really going on that could be really important for the country. So I suppose that. And then before that, well, it was our first day at conference proper, wasn't it? So it was really interesting to hear very impassioned speeches from delegates, very moving, some of them, and just to get that whole flavour of conference and what goes on the conference floor. Meeting people from all over the place. I met a young woman who had an uncle who lived in Totnes, and I knew him quite well. So, these meetings, and I'm sure Rick will also tell you of meeting with various Labour luminaries.
Ah, yes. Celebrity. I met some celebrities. I met David Lammy. He seems like a very nice man. Had a little chat with him. I met... who else did I meet? With Tudor Evans and Luke Pollard from Plymouth, and they won an award for being the best CLP in the country, apparently.
Their campaign
congratulated them.
Yeah.
They were both in fine spirits. And I've met, who else have I met? Richard Corbett, who's the leader of the Labour Party in the European Parliament. Had quite a lengthy chat with him. That was yesterday evening. We keep seeing Dennis Skinner, but we haven't plucked up the courage to talk to him.
We haven't actually, no. We saw Sadiq Khan yesterday.
And we saw Sadiq Khan as well, yeah, but didn't speak to him either. He was going up the escalator as we were coming down, and didn't get a chance to speak to him.
But it's that sort of occasion, isn't it, Rick? You just might bump into people, and they're quite accessible. You can sometimes have a little chat,
absolutely.
Which is interesting.
They're all happy to speak. Yeah. And most of the meeting of the day was taken up with constitutional issues. And I think the NEC had been meeting till really late yesterday, trying to pull together a composite set of motions about all the democracy review issues. A lot of people weren't terribly happy about it, and it was a very long, complex meeting. So we got 20 plus pages of motions to read, which came through to us at 8 o'clock. And by 9:30 we were in a meeting talking about them. So most of us hadn't had a chance to read them, and then we were supposed to vote on them, and we still probably hadn't read them. So it was quite difficult just to follow the plot, to be honest with you. Not a deeply satisfactory day.
Lots of CLPs are quite angry about that, weren't they, actually? And wanted it all deferred so that delegates would have more time to read up on it.
On the whole, I think it's fair to say that the CLPs wanted it deferred, but the unions didn't.
Yeah.
So the unions carried today by about
interesting percentage.
53% to 47%, I think it was. So yeah. So that made quite a few people cross. So. Very big hall, lots and lots of people. I think it's the biggest conference they've ever had, I'm told.
So. Yeah. Press are there, aren't they? All the time with their TV cameras.
Yeah.
Trying to interview people. But we were given a briefing about that and told to be a bit wary.
Yeah.
Because they spin it, obviously, whatever you say. So
No, so we've not been interviewed so far. If we had, you'd be able to see it on the television.
Yes.
And then this evening, of course, was the compositing meeting, to which we took the motion that we'd all agreed, along with I'm not sure how many. I think there were 125 odd motions about Brexit that had come through. Some of which, it had to be said, were pro-Brexit, so that rather confused the issue. So not everybody in the room wanted to either stop or at least ameliorate Brexit. Some people actually thought Brexit was a great thing. So it was a very long and sometimes heated session, and we've in the end worked out a compromise motion. I think.
Yeah, consensus they kept saying, didn't they? But it's more of compromise in a way.
And as always with such things, I think nobody feels entirely happy with it. So it edges the party if it gets adopted on Tuesday. Is it going to be
I think it's
debated?
Tuesday we discuss it.
It edges the party a bit further towards having another referendum on the final outcome of the Brexit process, and restates commitment to the sixth test and one thing.
Keir
and another.
Starmer was there, wasn't he, all the time?
He was there throughout the meeting.
Yeah,
He was.
yeah.
And must have been 200 people at that meeting.
It must have been at least 200.
So just imagine trying to get 200 people to reach consensus on whether it's raining or what day of the week it is, never mind a complex, 250 word motion that's full of contentious claims. So I think everybody had a very tiring time.
Yes, it was very interesting though to hear the different points of view, I thought. I mean, I thought took me along some different paths of thinking a little bit. But it made me more sure about our vote, actually, about our motion.
Yeah.
Hearing those
I
various...
think our motion was stood up to the test well with all the others. I think it was one of the better motions that had been put forward. But when you see the motion that's finally agreed by conference, you'll think, well, it doesn't look anything like our motion. But it reflects some of the spirit of our motion. I suppose.
Just some of the sort of key points. So we're still really a bit frazzled, aren't we?
We are.
After that, really.
So I think we're going to call a halt now, upload this, hopefully it all works, and see if we can put in another report tomorrow. Tomorrow should be an easier day for us. We're thinking it's only going to be 12 hours instead of 18 hours at the actual conference, so we might get a chance to do another bit of a video with some more people in if
That
we
would
can
be
find
great.
them.
Yes.
Right, I'm going to switch it off.